Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the halfpenny coin from the United Kingdom. Specifically, we're going to take a look at the 1953 halfpenny coin, the first year of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. We have two of the halfpenny coins here. This is the obverse or front, and this is the reverse or the back of the coin. And when we talk about United Kingdom coins, when we talk about the smaller denominations, we call them pennies. So in the modern coins, there is a 1 penny coin, but when you go over 1 penny, it becomes pence. So there is a 2 pence and a 20 pence and a 5 pence and a 10 pence, but the smaller denominations are pennies. In the United States, we have pennies also, but they're not really pennies. They are 1-cent coins, and we've talked about that before. Here's a Lincoln 1-cent coin from 2015, and it's a 1-cent coin, not a penny coin, even though we call them pennies. All right, so let's take a look at this one. This is really interesting because it's the first year of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II in the coronation year. What they do is they said they took something from the older coins. So it says Elizabeth Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Dea Gratia, Queen of all Britons, Britt Regina. Regina is queen, is all or everyone, and Brit is Britons, Brittons, or queen of all of the British people. And that, of course, at that point in time includes the United Kingdom, which is Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and England. All right, if we look here at the top, this is one of the distinguishing characteristics that you might look at for United Kingdom coins. There are two, they call it the Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1, this cross at the top points between the dots. In Type 2, it points to a dot. If you can find one of these 1953s that points straight at a dot, that's called a Type 2, and that's more valuable. In terms of value for this particular coin here, not extremely valuable. They are all kinds of halfpenny coins from 1953. They made 8.9 million of them, and they're worth about a quarter $1 US to $1 US in this condition that we have right here. If you can find a proof one, they are worth $14 to $20. But these denominations here are not highly valuable. Now this coin is, because it was the first year and they used the Brit it's a little bit more valuable, but not much. It's bronze, it's 5.67 grams. It's, of course, round with a smooth edge, and the front of the coin is the Mary Gillick first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, where she has the laureate wreath, and you can see the ribbons coming off the back and the laureate kind of crown. It's really a wreath kind of crown, not a metal crown. We see that there are dots around the outer edges, which don't touch until a coin gets some wear. You see some color here, and that's the color is from the copper kind of turning green, which it does in copper coins and sometimes in bronze coins. If we tip it over to the back, we see the Sir Francis Drake Golden Hind. That's what the name of this ship is, the Golden Hind that Sir Francis Drake went around the world in. Half at the top in penny, and that's HALF, and down at the bottom we see that this says 1953. If we go way over here, we see an H and a P, and that's for Thomas Humphrey Paget, who was the engraver of the halfpenny, the reverse of the halfpenny coin. We see the Union Jack flying here. We see the banners. We see the three masts in the boom. We see the ship sitting in the water or the ocean here, and these kind of design characteristics here on each side of the 1953. Now, How long was this coin good for? Well, this coin was good until 1969, August 1st, 1969, when Britain embraced decimalization, and they made all their pennies or half pennies. Half penny, there were 200 to a dollar, starting in with the decimalization. This particular half penny coin, there were 480 of these, not to a dollar, to the British pound. What am I thinking? There were 480 of these to the old British pound sterling. And that means that, it just was unmanageable almost to get, to take all of these out of to buy something. So once it got to be so something cost 20 or 30 or 50 pence, it was really hard to buy them. And they also said that you could only pay with these smaller coins for certain values, and I think it was up to £3. If it was over £3, you couldn't bring in, all these halfpenny coins to buy stuff with. Now, that being said, this was not the smallest coin. The smallest coin at that point was the farthing, and this is the farthing here. And the farthing was worth 1/4 of a penny. So this is a half penny. This farthing was worth 1/4 of a penny, and that's of course, the wren on the back. And again, there's Queen Elizabeth II, and we know that this is a 53 without looking at the back because it says the Britt Om. And when I say it says the Britt Om, what was the change? Well, here's one of the coins from later. And this is a 1954 coin, same reverse, but if we look at this next to it, we see this says Elizabeth II, Dia Gra, Elizabeth II, Dia Gratia. And so they, instead of GRA, they put GRATIA, and then it goes to Regina. So they took out the Brit and the Om, they extended the Gratia, and they made it just slightly larger typeface on here. And when we look at the two of them together, we see that it's very easy to distinguish a 53 from a 1954. Okay. If you are looking for these, they are pretty easy to get on the internet, on eBay or in other places, and they're not very rare at all. So if you're looking at these on the rarity index, you're down to not rare at all. All right, that's all we have from DC Coinwell International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.